¿Qué pasa, YouTube? How's it going, everybody? Got for you guys today the final showdown live of 6th gen, pretty much. We are here. We are at the very end. I can see Sun and Moon in the distance. Unfortunately, I have to wait to get my copy until Friday, but I already knew I was going to be a day or two late when it came to like uploading Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So for those of you who would like to Wi-Fi battle me, hopefully I can start doing Wi-Fi Monday or Tuesday. I will hopefully have an update video sometime this weekend, just kind of letting you guys know what will be coming to the channel. If not, then I'll probably just mention it in like the videos that I will be uploading. But Sun and Moon lives will definitely be happening tomorrow for sure, and I plan to do a lot of collaborations with some of my YouTube buddies, so be on the lookout for those. And just I'm so excited, I'm so ready to finally get this generation started, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed my 6th gen lives. If you would like to see some that you may have missed, a link to a playlist will be at the end of this video and down in the description for you guys to go check out. So of course, make sure to hit the like button down below, guys, because this is indeed the final showdown live for us for 6th gen, for 6-foot hacks, and just we're moving on to 7th gen, and there's so many things that I want to use in Sun and Moon, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to battle you guys. So at this point, you kind of been able to see the team that I'm using. It is a pretty cool UU team I got off of the Smogon forums. Apparently Baton Pass got banned in UU, which I didn't know about until maybe like the other day. So this was Baton Pass Celebi, but I decided to put Psychic over it just to kind of have another stab. We have Specs, Boom Burst, Neuburn, Magnet Rise, SD Cabalion, SD Abomasnow, which is pretty cool, and then a defensive core of Sylveon and Lumberry Swampert for things like burns from Entei and for T-Spike. So with that being said, guys, let's start our final journey in 6th gen. So we got the first battle here, and another Neuburn. I've never really ever seen Neuburn, so that's a main reason why I really wanted to use this team. And I guess it's kind of cool that my opponent has a Neuburn as well. So let's see what he's going to want to lead with. Potentially Mega Bee is what I'm thinking. Crawdonk could maybe be an issue, so I'm going to have to watch out for that. I honestly just want to lead Swampert. Like, I honestly think Swampert is our best lead, as he ends up leading off with this Empoleon. This is actually really good considering the fact that I can go straight for an Earthquake, or I can just go for my Rocks. What I kind of want to do is Earthquake first, then go for Rocks. This way we can get off some damage on him, instead of us both going for Rocks turn 1, and him just hard switching out. So I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake. As in comes the Arcanine. Okay, that's fine with me, seeing as we're still going to get off some decent bit of damage. And no lefties on this, so this could potentially be Bandit is what I'm thinking. Regardless though, it's fine. As Lumberry coming through. Lumberry coming through there. I didn't think I would actually have a chance to show off Lumberry, but you know, it's kind of cool that it actually did come through there. So what I could do here now is either go for Scald or just go for an Earthquake. Maybe his Rocky Helmet? That's like the only logical thing I can think of. As he then misses the Will-O-Wisp. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just hacking this poor man. He doesn't really have a safe switch into Neuburn though, unless he wants to switch into Empoleon, which over time Empoleon will get worn down. So what I kind of want to do here is just spam Scald. I really lose nothing in doing so, I think. If anything, we're just going to be able to... I don't want this hacks. The man misses Willow, and then he gets crit. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That Pokemon sucks. Let's be honest. Hopefully 7th gen. Hopefully 7th gen isn't as hacksy. Hopefully 7th gen isn't as hacksy. So in comes a Neuburn, and I don't exactly have a safe switch into this outside of Sylveon, which if this is Spexed, I think Hurricane is still going to do a lot of damage to us. Oh, let's get another one. We got the next battle here, and this dude has a Gyarados, which is kind of cool. Gyarados could be a bit scary for us to deal with. Darmanitan plus Celebi could be a slight issue. Donphan really isn't going to be a problem because it's Donphan. I really don't like Donphan. I've said this before. I don't like Donphan. Like, I've used it a couple times and just I really don't like Donphan. I really don't like Donphan. But we should be able to knock out everything besides this Darmanitan with +2 Abomasnow. So that's going to be pretty great. Looking at leads though, I almost want to lead Noivern, but I'm a little worried that he's going to lead Scarf Darmanitan. The good thing is though, he literally has no switch-ins to Noivern, so I can Draco on the Haxorus and Celebi and potentially even the Gyarados. So I think I'm actually going to lead Swampert. As he ends up leading off with a Haxorus, okay. I mean, that's fine. I'm going to just take this chance to get up my rocks. We can still chew one +1 outrage if it really comes down to it. And then by getting up rocks, that free turn that he's going to use to go for the Rapid Spin, we can use to our advantage, as he ends up locking himself into what I'm assuming is Choice Banded Outrage, because that did entirely way too much damage. Entirely way too much damage. So I want to keep Swampert around. I really want to keep Swampert around, so I'm just going to go ahead and try to pass off a Wish to it, as he ends up bringing in the Donphan. Maybe he'll Seed Bomb? No, he actually ends up knockoffing. That's fine. Regardless though, we get the Wish and we're still at a solid amount of HP to the point where I can honestly just go for Scald. At the same time, I kind of run a... I kind of want to Roar or double. I think I'm actually going to double. Oh, he ended up going for the Earthquake. What? Why would you stay in? I don't understand why he stayed in. I really don't understand why he just stayed in. What? I mean, regardless, I should be able to just bring in a Abomasnow here. And he'll probably expect us to go for a Blizzard. So he's probably going to bring in Gyarados or bring in Cobalion is what I'm thinking. So I kind of just want an Earthquake here. Expecting the Cobalion to come in. And if he Shuck a Berry, that's really great. We're going to be able to pop that for later in this match. If not, he's still going to take a solid 70%, as he turns out to be lefty. So that's actually not that big of an issue, as I should be able to just bring in Noivern here and go for the Flamethrower. The only problem with Flamethrower is that he could bring in Gyarados. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Gyarados shouldn't be that big of an issue for us. So I should be able to pick up a KO here with Flamethrower, as we're going to be able to pick off the Cobalion. That's really great. I'm hoping he doesn't expect us to be locked into this. Maybe he'll think that we're Draco Plate or something, because I really don't think he would risk switching right into the Gyarados. No, he does bring in Gyarados. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not really too concerned about this, as he's going to Dragon Dance. I'm going to go straight for the Hyper Voice, and we should be able to live one hit. And then Ice Shard should be able to pick off the Gyarados, as we are going to chew the Waterfall. I think we just lost. I think we just lost. Yeah, because Hyper Voice plus Ice Shard would have been able to beat this. And yeah, that's just game. Oh well. We hacked our first opponent there. Yeah, see, Gyarados wouldn't have been a problem, but of course he gets the flinch, which, I mean, it's Pokemon, so I'm not going to complain about it. We're going to go get another battle. Alright, guys, so we got the next battle here, and this dude has a Cresselia now. Huh? I know you remember. Oh, baby, is it that deja vu? Sure. Yeah. Ooh, need is a strong word. Watch me get Shrek. Oh my lord. So, oh god, I'm terrified. I'm terrified now. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know what he's gonna do. But regardless, I think but regular team players should be our lead. Young Metro. I'm gonna Scald because I really don't want to be taunted. Yeah, that was a little obvious. Even if he wanted to switch out, that's fine, because we could have burned whatever came in. As I should be able to just Scald again, honestly. Like, there's no reason for me to not just Scald. As he's gonna stay in here. You're staying in, and I'm not getting a burn. You're staying in on a water... I hate this game. I hate this game. Yes! Okay. So I was very scared that he would try and taunt there. Luckily though he didn't. And unless he has defog on bat, then it's not going to be doing much, as he is going to fire. What? What a great way to end 6th gen. What a great way to end 6th gen. So okay. So in comes the Cresselia. This is actually a little scary because I don't know what it's gonna do to me. So I'm gonna switch into Celebi here, as he's gonna Calm Mind. Okay. We do have Nasty Plot though, so we should maybe be able to beat this 1v1. If not, we can just do a lot of pressure, as he's gonna Heart Switch right into the Whimsicott. So there's a good chance he'll have lefties and Encore here, because he does have lefties. So I'm assuming he's just gonna want to Encore here. Like, there's really no reason for him to not go for the Encore. Yeah, there was no reason for him to not go for Encore, as we're gonna get a free switch into Sylveon. Now what I could do is try and go for a Wish, because Hyper Voice isn't going to be doing much to the Chandelure as it comes in, and I may have to sack off something to it regardless. But I'd rather just be aggressive here. I'd rather just be aggressive, as in comes the Crobat lefties, which means he may have Defog. What if he's Nasty Plot? Okay, if he's Nasty Plot, that may actually be a little scary. Like, what do I switch into this though? Like, I have nothing to switch into this. Cobalion, I guess, isn't too bad of a switch in, maybe? I think I'm gonna bring in Cobalion here. I'm gonna bring Cobalion. Ow! There it is! I called it! Okay. What if he has Heat Wave? That would actually be a little bit scary. No, he's got Air Slash! Please don't! Thank you, he didn't flinch. Iron Head is going to do enough to where Ice Shard will be able to pick him off. That's all I really wanted. Maybe he'll miss. To make up for the flinch. I always forget that the Fang moves can even flinch, because you never get a burn and you never flinch. You just always miss. But hey, apparently it flinches. So I'm just going to go ahead and Iron Head here again. There's really no reason for me to switch out, as he ends up getting a crit. Luckily, he didn't get the crit earlier on that first Air Slash, and now Lambo Blue can come in here, Mega Evolve and Ice Shard. I'm pretty sure we are Adamant Max attack. Yes, we are. So Ice Shard would definitely be able to pick this off at 30%. If he wants to switch out for whatever reason, that's fine. I'm really not too concerned about that. Crobat is going to go down. Chandelure is still looking like a bit of an issue, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Noivern, unfortunately, can't comfortably spam Hurricane until the hail is gone. As in comes the Chandelure. I really don't have a safe switch into this. So Noivern should be able to come in here, and what I'm thinking about doing is actually just going straight for the switcheroo, because this way we can cripple the incoming Whimsicott or the Cresselia. And then that's one less thing for us to deal with, and we will also have lefties as well, kind of mitigating the rocks, as he turns out to be Scarfed. Oh, that's just annoying. That is just really annoying. I'm gonna try and Draco here. Yeah, I really wasn't I was really positive that he wouldn't switch right into the Whimsicott. An issue now is the Cresselia, however, as I could honestly just leave this in for Death Fodder. Like, Noivern isn't doing anything anymore in this game, and there's no way I can get rid of hazards. So he's gonna go for the taunt. Could he potentially switch into Cresselia? There is a chance he could want to switch into Cresselia here, as he's just... Dude, just knock me out. What are you doing? Thank you. I was like, what are you doing? Just kill me already. So I should be able to beat this Whimsicott 1v1 with Sylveon, Yeah, I really don't care that he went for the taunt. Oh my, that does so much damage. Good lord. Good lord, that does so much damage. So, I'm hoping Cresselia can't beat us 1v1. Because we can nasty plot up with our Celebi against it. Yeah, hello? We would have been able to live that. We easily would have been able to live that. Did that crit matter? Hold on. I don't know if that crit mattered. But I really want to say we would have been able to live that. Let me see. Yeah, see, look, even if he was banded, it does 74 to 87%. And then at -2, we do 81 to 97. Let's see. Yeah, see, so that crit didn't matter. That crit didn't matter. Alright, so victory on our end. Let's go get another one. Alright guys, so we got the next battle here, and this dude has a Frostlass. Okay. I'm assuming that's gonna be what he wants to lead with. So I almost want to lead Abomasnow. This way I can just Wood Hammer and then Ice Shard to pick it off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna lead Abomasnow here on this one. I'm gonna lead Abomasnow on this one. And just gonna Mega Evolve and go straight for the Wood Hammer. I really don't care if he wants to get up one layer of spikes. It's really not that big of an issue, as we are gonna bring him in range of where a Ice Shard can knock him out. Now, this is a little obvious, so he could want to switch out. I don't know why he doesn't have Stealth Rocks, though. Like, why don't you have Rocks? As he does end up bringing in the Entei. That's A-okay with me, seeing as I should be able to just safely switch in the Swampert. We do have the Lumberry. We do have that nice Lumberry. So hopefully he doesn't get the first burn here, as unfortunately, of course he does. Of course he does. And I'm going to just take this chance to get him my Rocks, as he's going to bring in the Whimsicott. That's fine with me, seeing as if he doesn't have Defog on Flygon, that just means that the Frostlass will now be knocked out. So there is a good chance he'll probably just go for the Grass type stab move here. So I almost just want to bring in Sylveon. This way I can potentially pass off a Wish to something, as he's going to end up going for the Substitute. That's not really that big of an issue considering the fact that I do have the Hyper Voice. And I didn't want to bring in Noivern on the off chance that maybe he wanted to go for the Moonblast. So Leech Seed isn't going to save him here, considering that we are going to be able to still beat him 1v1, since Hyper Voice does go through Substitute. So I'm not sure. And it begins. And it begins. So, because of that paralysis, it's just gonna be that much. It's just gonna take that much longer to beat this Whimsicott. Yeah, like Sylveon just wrecks him. See, the thought of wishing crossed my mind there, but I really didn't need to go for it, I think. Because that just would have made it even longer. As in comes the Entei, I could easily go for the Protect here, although I'm very positive he's just gonna Sacred Fire again. And Swampert, regardless, is going to be what I need to switch into this. So if he does burn us here, he's going to be able to knock us out. As unfortunately, I remember one time I was in a match and I used Sacred Fire like 4 times in a row and didn't get a single burn. Didn't get a single burn. But hey, them's is the breaks. As I should be able to just click Hurricane here. Flamethrower actually isn't too bad of a middle ground play either, because I don't have to risk Hurricane missing, and I don't think he's going to stay in. I'm going to Hurricane. Yeah, I'm going to Hurricane. I'm going to Hurricane. Forget it. You got to risk it. You got to risk it. Got to risk it. So, hopefully we can knock him out here, and then from there, we will be able to potentially pick off the rest of his team. The Honchkrow could be a bit of a nuisance, as luckily we don't miss. Going to be able to clean knock out the Whimsicott. As in comes the Flygon. This could maybe be Scarfed. Or he could just want to Defog. Another Stealth Rock switch in puts Entei in range of close combat. So I'm going to risk it here and go for the Hurricane. I'm going to risk it here and go for the Hurricane, as he turns out to be Scarfed and we miss. Come on. Come on. Well, it's Hurricane, so you can't be too upset. As we're going to get off decent damage on the incoming Ampharos. Get a nice confusion as well. So I'll take that over a miss. As Sylveon shouldn't be beat 1v1 by this. Yeah, and I can honestly just go for Hyper Voice here as he brings in Entei. Although double switching is a good thought, he should just want to go for the Volt Switch. Yeah, so he's going to Volt Switch. And the reason why I wanted to go for the Wish is because this way I can pass off a Wish to Noivern. You know, unless I get paralyzed. So I'm going to Protect. Just to stall out Sacred Fire. So that's the third one he's gone for. He's only got 5 more. Regardless though, Noivern is our best switch in here. I should be able to just go for Draco Meteor and just... just nuke something. It's fine. Oh, love this game. Love this game. Love this game. This just got even harder for us. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's gone for 5 Sacred Fires. So I should be able to substitute here. As in comes this Scary Mon. The only issue with this is that we cannot touch Honchkrow at all. Like, we cannot touch Honchkrow at all. I wonder if Hurricane would have been able to knock him out, though. So Hurricane actually had a roll, and we would have had a chance to knock him out. As in comes the Honchkrow again. Oh, not again. This is the first time we're seeing him, but you get what I mean. I have to Giga Drain here. There's really nothing else I can do. Because I don't want to waste the substitute, and I want to get off some damage on the Honchkrow regardless. I unfortunately may have to sack something here. Because Celebi still kind of comes in handy, because we can still check the Entei. I don't want to bring in a Abomasnow though. I could make the Heart Switch into Cobalion. That's an option as well. Sylveon is what's stopping this Flygon and this Ampharos. Although at +2, Abomasnow could maybe win the match, but I don't see when I'll be able to SD unless he locks himself into Earthquake, which he shouldn't. And then he can just lock himself into Outrage once we lose Sylveon. Oh, very good play on his part. Very good play on his part. I wanted the substitute there. I should have maybe substituted. The reason I didn't go for substitute was because we probably would have been in Banded E-Speed range. So I could try to set up a Magnet Rise here, because that could maybe actually win us the match. I'm going to try a Magnet Rise here. Well, no. Should I Close Combat? Actually, yeah, Close Combating honestly isn't a bad play either. Because he may want to switch into the Ampharos. I could see him wanting to save this Honchkrow. Although, it's really not that big of an issue if he does want to switch. So, I guess it's a good thing I didn't go for substitute, because there was a chance that maybe he had Superpower. As in comes this Scary Mon. So, if he locks himself into Earthquake... No, we still can't beat Entei either. I think I have to make the switch here. I have to make the safe switch here. Yeah, I could have gone for the Magnet Rise. See, if we had hit that Hurricane, then this Flygon literally would not be an issue. So unfortunately, I think we may have lost the match there due to hacks. I don't see how I could potentially do anything at this point. Maybe Sylveon could win us the match? Maybe? As Sacred Fire is going to knock us out here. So Cobalion can come in here, and we can just Close Combat. Yeah, because even if he switches out, that's fine. As in comes the Ampharos. This most likely does unfortunately have the Volt Switch. I could risk going for Magnet Rise, but I don't think it's worth it right now. I really don't think it's worth it. Because Focus Blast can knock us out, and then he can just Volt Switch out. And knowing my luck, he's going to hit Focus Blast, so. As in comes this scary mon. If we had the Shucka Berry, that would actually be pretty great right here. So I'm going to try and Magnet Rise in hopes that maybe we can live. As I'm going to go for the Heal Bell. And I still think we can maybe win with Sylveon. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe. Maybe just maybe. Maybe we can actually still win with Sylveon. I think we can still maybe win with Sylveon. So the plan here is to just get up to as much HP as I can. Because I need to be in range of where I can live a Choice Banded Flare Blitz from Entei. Because that's really the best move he should want to go for. So as long as I'm above 83%, we should be good. I don't know what you're saying. Yo no sé qué estás diciendo, my mate. Yo no sé. Earthquake will put us at about 50%. And someone's upset. I'm just gonna go ahead and go for another wish here. Because we can live the next hit. And then there's no way Entei knocks us out in one attack. Yeah, we are definitely in range of living another hit. As in comes the Entei. So Flare Blitz Recoil could actually just knock him out here, but I'm going to go for Protect. This way we're 100% guaranteed to live a Choice Banded Flare Blitz. As long as he doesn't get a crit, we should still win here actually. Or he'll just knock himself out to the recoil damage. So yeah, I think we can still win this here. I think we can still win this here. Because I don't see him knocking us out outside of a crit, as you can see from the damage calc. Oh, and that is game. That is going to be game. Because Hyper Voice should do enough. And Sacred Fire isn't going to be doing much. Was that his last one? Hold on. Ah. Let's see. Sacred Fire. No, so he's got one more Sacred Fire. He's got one final Sacred Fire. So I'm going to go for the Wish here, just to kind of stall him out a bit. That was his final Sacred Fire. So I can just Protect here, and he's basically forced to struggle. I'm not sure why he didn't go for Flare Blitz. If he had Flare Blitz, then he would have won there, potentially. And I should have admitted defeat, apparently. So we're going to go get one final battle, guys. Alright, guys. So we got the final battle here, and this team looks really cool. I like this team. You too, buddy. I like the Gligar. I don't really ever see Gligar much nowadays. What could he want to lead with? I'm expecting him to maybe lead Mega Bee. This could very well be Scarfed Hydreigon from the build of his team. Although he could go more of an aggressive route with Life Orb and then Spec Sylveon. That would be a little bit annoying. But I still want to say he's going to lead Mega Bee. So I kind of want to lead Team Player, as he ends up leading off with this Sylveon. If this is Spexed, that's actually going to be terrifying. Oh! That is Spexed AF. Holy crap. So Swampert just drops. As Cobalion cannot touch Jellicent, unfortunately. So I'm going to pull a double here into Celebi. Because if I can get Celebi behind a substitute, then that's going to be really great for us. And then I can potentially Nasty Plot. Or I can just Nasty Plot right away. And then go from there. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah. I'm pretty sure our Sylveon would have been 2-hit KO'd anyways, as in comes the Gligar. And the only problem with this is that he could have U-turn. I thought that he would want to bring in Jellicent. I'm not sure why he switched right into Gligar. But I'm going to try a Nasty Plot here. I'm going to just try a Nasty Plot. And then go from there. Because Psychic is still going to do a lot to this. We can still get damage on the Celebi. I mean on the Jellicent, sorry. And if he brings in the Beedrill, I'll just set up a substitute. As he goes for the Protect. That way, he's not going to be able to knock us out with Poison Jab or with U-turn. So I'm not too concerned about what he wants to do right here. Luckily, U-turn didn't do as much damage as I thought it would have done. As in comes the Hydreigon. There's a chance that this is Scarfed actually, so that does kind of suck. So I am going to be forced to switch out here, as he ends up going for the Dark Pulse. The question is, do I just want a Hyper Voice, or should I double? The problem with Sylveon is that he can just constantly switch into Noivern. That's the only real downside. But Fortress is basically his safest switch-in at this point. So what I'm probably going to do here is actually go for the Hurricane. This way, if he brings in the Sylveon, we get off a lot of damage onto it. If not, then we still get off damage on this Fortress, and we potentially 2-hit KO him. So I could have maybe gone for the Flamethrower there and kept up Rocks. That would have been pretty nice. We can set up on the Gligar. It's just, we cannot beat this Jellicent with Cobalion. Like, we need to get rid of Jellicent if Cobalion wants to potentially win this game for us. If we had Spec Sylveon, then he would have no switch-ins either, because I'm pretty sure that Fortress is 2 or 3-hit KO depending on the spread that it runs, whether it be physically defensive or specially defensive. So, regardless, just Hurricaning here again is my best play to do. He can either sack this off or he can risk bringing in Sylveon, as we luckily hit 2 in a row, and down goes the Fortress. That is one less problem that we now have to deal with. So let's see what he's going to want to do here. He could just bring back in Sylveon. Yeah, see, Specs Hyper Voice just straight to a KO Sylveon, unfortunately. As in comes the Hydreigon. And I could see him just going for U-turn here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually go for the Hurricane. Yeah, the U-turn was very, very obvious there. This way, if he brings in Sylveon, we can hopefully get off enough damage to where we could pick him off later in the match after a Swords Dance from our Abomasnow. As he brings in the Gligar. It's fine, it's fine. We would have been able to 2-hit KO him, but regardless, we're going to be able to wear him down, as he's going to U-turn again into Hydreigon. So he may actually go for the Dragon move here. So I am going to make the safe switch into Sylveon, as he makes the good play, goes for the U-turn into Mega B. Cobalion is an okay switch in here, because he could just go for the U-turn, but he ends up going for the Poison Jab. So I'm just going to Iron Head right away on the off chance that he wants to hard switch in the Gligar. If we would have knocked out Gligar, he could have been more tempted to bring in Jellicent. Regardless though, Jellicent isn't a bad switch in here against Cobalion either way, because we can't really touch him. Like, we can literally not do anything to this Jellicent, unfortunately. As he may try and Will-O-Wisp here is what I'm expecting. We know Hydreigon is Scarfed. And that Sylveon is still an issue. So I'm going to bring in my Sylveon here, as he does go for the Willow. And I may just take this chance to go for the Hyper Voice. See what he wants to do. Or I could try making the risky double into Abomasnow. I think I'm going to make the risky double into Abomasnow here, as he may want to just stay in here or try to bring in Sylveon. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Wood Hammer, at this point, because there's a good chance he may want to just fodder off the Gligar. Or, you know what I should do? Oh, no. Oh, okay. So Woodhammer still does respectable damage. Weakening this Jellicent is really great though, because it's one less thing we're gonna have to deal with. So I almost just want to stay in and go for the Woodhammer again, seeing as we still did around 70% to him. Yeah, I'm just gonna Woodhammer again. Maybe we'll get a higher roll. No, we get a lower roll. A lower damage roll this time. But that's fine, seeing as we should be able to put him in range of where we can easily just revenge kill him. So yeah, weakening this Jellicent just really opened up the chance for Cobalion to potentially sweep him, depending on this Hydreigon moveset. As he's going to go for the recover again, and luckily he is not going to get out of this exchange. So we got rid of the Jellicent, which is really great. He can easily bring in the Mega Bee now, and we should be able to knock out Gligar with Iron Head. So the counter is gone. The counter is now gone. And we do not knock out Gligar with Iron Head, unfortunately, at the amount of HP that he is at. So I could bring in Noivern, but I don't think we're going to be doing much damage to that Sylveon. Yeah, Hurricane does about 45 to 53%, which is actually enough damage onto it, I think. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to bring in Noivern here. And try and Hurricane. Oh, that just really sucks. Maybe an SD here is the better play, because he could just sack off Gligar. Then this way at +2, we ensure that we knock out Gligar, and we can bait him to want to bring in Hydreigon and Flamethrower us, which I think is the only way that he could potentially win at this point. So yeah, missing that really isn't that crucial, although it would have been nice to get off the damage. Actually, you know what I could do is set up a Magnet Rise here, now that I think about it. Hold on. Yeah, because Hydreigon... Hold on. Hydreigon is Scarf for sure. Oh, Fire Blast could knock us out, though. Fire Blast has a chance to knock us out, though. Maybe it's not worth going for Magnet Rise here. Maybe it's not worth it. Because if he knocks us out still, that's fine. Sylveon is still a slight issue, but we can still win this battle. We can still win this match with Daniel Bryan here. As in comes the Hydreigon. And I see him locking himself into the Fire-type move that he has. As it does turn out to be the Fire Blast, this now gives us a free switch back into this Mon here. And I could try and double switch into Cobalion. I really think that's our only chance of winning at this point. So I'm going to try and pull a double here. Yeah, I'm going to try and pull a double here. As we managed to get the double correctly. This is really great. And Iron Heading here really loses me nothing, I think. Because he could just go for the Drill Run if he has it. Yeah, see, it all depends on whether or not he has Drill Run. Would he have Drill Run? Because he can just U-turn into Sylveon here, honestly. Yeah, he can just U-turn into Sylveon. Or Hydreigon. Oh, I was so close to wanting to go for close combat. I really wanted to go for close combat there. If I bring in Sylveon as he Fire Blasts, he can just bring back in the Mega Bee. So I'm going to make a really risky play here in close combat. Is it worth it? No. It's really my best play. As unfortunately we go down. Fortunately, guys, we're going to end off 6th Gen on a loss. But it's okay. It is okay. Because 7th Gen, is going to be starting tomorrow, and that's mainly what I'm looking forward to. So this was the final ORAS live of 6th Gen. Many great 7th Gen lives to come, and just I'm really excited. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button down below. Of course, check out my previous PS lives if you have not seen them before. With that being said, hopefully you all have enjoyed the 6th Gen content that I put out for you guys, and hopefully y'all will continue to enjoy the 7th Gen content that is to come. So thank you everybody for the amazing support in 6th Gen. Hopefully it continues and 7th Gen can be even better. And I'm really excited and I can't wait. So thank you all for watching, guys. Later, everybody.
Because my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.